Hey guys, it's Clara from Online Fabric Store. These basket weave placemats are easy to make and will add texture to your table settings. I'm using a combination of sewing and gluing, but if you want to make this a no-sew project, you can definitely do that. So let's get started. Placemats are usually between 18 and 20 inches wide and 12 to 14 inches tall. Mine will be 12.5 by 18.5 inches when complete with 2-inch wide strips. I'll need to cut 6 19-inch long strips and 9 13-inch long strips. The width is the finished width times 2 plus ½ inch for seam allowance, which is 4.5 inches for me. Using a rotary cutter is handy here, but scissors also work well. I'm using an outdoor decor fabric that's stain resistant, but you can use many different types of fabric. For thinner fabrics, you may want to use a fusible interfacing on the back to make it stiffer. If you pre-wash your fabric, you can wash your placemats on a delicate cycle and lay flat to dry. Fold the strips in half with right side spacing if your fabric has a right and a wrong side. Sew down one of the short sides with a 1/4 inch seam allowance starting at the crease. Pivot at the corner and sew down the long side. When you get to roughly the center, lift the foot, move the fabric forward about 2 or 3 inches, then continue sewing. Backstitch at the beginning and end of each seam. Pivot at the corner and sew the other short side. If you want to make this a no-sew project, iron in all the edges of the strips a 1/4 inch. Fold in half, then use fabric glue or stitch witchery to bond the fabric together. Cut off the corners to remove extra bulk. Turn the strips right side out, then poke out the corners. Iron the strips flat. I find it helpful to first iron the crease open before doing the final iron. Glue the gap closed with a small amount of permanent fabric glue. If you use too much too close to the edge, it will ooze out. This glue can be cleaned up with water if you wipe it before it dries, which takes about ½ an hour. Weave the strips together. Make any adjustments needed to even out the strips before pinning around the edges. Lift up the edges and glue. I'm just gluing around the perimeter, but you could glue where each strip crosses if you want. This would be a good idea if you're going to machine wash the placemats. Let the glue dry before removing the pins. And your basket weave placemats are now complete. You can use a single fabric or mix and match, which is a great use of your fabric scraps. Thanks for watching this OFS project. Like and subscribe for more sewing tutorials, tips, and tricks. See you next time. The materials used in this project are fabric. I'm using a Sunbrella outdoor fabric, a rotary cutter and mat or scissors, thread, a ruler, fabric glue, pins, an iron, and a sewing machine.